Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name's Rich Clark. I've been a hypnotherapist for the last 8 years and a holistic therapist for the last 15 years. Now, I'm carrying on, and this will be the last Niyama, and I've been talking about the 8 limbs of yoga. So I've been doing yamas and niyamas, and then as of Wednesday, I'm going to be talking about pranayama and breaking down some breathing techniques. And then also I'm going to be talking about asanas also in the near future. So this last of the niyamas is Ishvara-Pranidhana. And again, Pranidhana, try and break it up, but again, look it up on YouTube if you want to get the proper Sanskrit pronunciation. I'm trying to do it more phonetically for the English. So, what is this concept? So the concept in yogic philosophy and within the Yoga Sutras is part of the 8-limbed path of yoga. So, what is it? It's the 5th Niyama, personal observance in yogic philosophy, and it translates surrender to the divine or dedication to the supreme consciousness. Let's get that right. So again, dedication to the supreme consciousness. Now, people in different religions would call that God. People can call it the universe. I would say it's more the universe, if anything, because supreme consciousness means above your own. Supreme, yeah, the idea. So anyway, so what does this practice include? It includes letting go of the ego, recognizing a power greater than your oneself, cultivating humility and devotion, and accepting there's a broader universal intelligence or consciousness than yourself. So, how do we obtain this? Well, this is where it gets, these are a bit more complex, but again, the similar thing. So I'm going to explain some of them. So number 1, meditation and contemplation. Practice regular meditation focusing on surrender your personal desires. Visualize connecting with a higher universal energy and reflect on your actions as service rather than personal achievement. Number 2, your spiritual practices. Chanting mantras with complete devotion. Now, if you do a mantra and you're doing meditation, the idea is you're supposed to do it 108 times. And within that hopefully gets you to a certain point, and you use that mantra and you do that. Now, people do different ones. They can listen to music and do mantras, but chanting a mantra and using the 108 beads on your Radska beads is really useful. Performing selfless service, server, without expecting personal rewards. Yeah, so the old saying is, don't do things if you don't get rewards back. That's not always the case. Sometimes you do a lot of charitable work for people just because it's what you should do as part of humanity. Accepting life's challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles or annoyances. Number 3 is your mindful living. So approaching daily tasks with a sense of dedication beyond your personal ego. Practicing non-attachments to the outcomes of these and trusting in a larger cosmic plan. Now, if you obviously want to understand what your larger cosmic plan is, you would have a Nadi astrology reading. I do provide these outside of my hypnotherapy, and if you ever want one, please contact me on here or any social media, or contact me on my website. Psychological approach. So cultivating gratitude for life's experiences, releasing the need to control every aspect of your existence, what we call micromanaging. Bit too much, and that's why people get so much anxiety. Accepting uncertainty with grace. So whatever the outcome, accept it, whether it's good or bad, and then just work with it and move on. Number 5, yogic practices. So practicing yoga asanas with an attitude of surrender to the higher being. Using breathwork, pranayama, to connect with a higher consciousness, and studying spiritual texts with an open and receptive mind. And the key principles is surrender is not about weakness, but about recognizing interconnectedness. It's an active process of aligning personal will with the universal law. This goal is to transcend individual ego and connect with a broader consciousness. And within this, with the yogic philosophy, it represents a profound shift from self-centeredness to a more expansive, compassionate understanding of your existence. It is about recognizing that individual consciousness is part of a larger, more comprehensive universal consciousness. And by practicing this Ishvara-Pranidhana, practitioners aim to reduce ego-driven suffering, cultivate inner peace, develop a more holistic understanding of life, and create a space for spiritual growth and transformation. And within this, the personal reflection is the practice invites individuals to hold their personal goals and challenges with a lighter touch, understanding that there's a larger context beyond immediate personal experience. And within this, once you do this, it's a deeper personal journey of spiritual surrender, requiring consistent practices and practice and patience with an open heart. So until next time, I will be speaking about the asanas, and then we will also be speaking about pranayama with breathing exercises soon. So until then, speak to you soon.